What's up guys, Danny here with the Gaming Gazebo, and today I'll be doing a review for State of Decay, the Xbox Live arcade game that's $20, open world zombie survival. Now, this game, this is a good game. It's a great game. So, let's just jump right into it. State of Decay. It's open world, it's zombies, it's survival horror, it's everything you want in a great zombie game, and the loot system is where it's at. It's even got an RPG element to it, where you'll be spending the majority of the time running around scavenging supplies for not only yourself but your group, and it keeps you on your toes. You need to constantly be doing something. You can't just, you don't really have downtime, especially later into the game. At first, they're going to kind of, let you explore, let you get a feel of the game, of the world, but then later on, once you start having 20 survivors in your community, it can get really hectic with the amount of stuff that you need to do. Someone's always getting lost, somebody's always trying to do a mission, and all these things, again, you don't have to do. You can just forget about it and then move on. But, it's not really the way I play. I like to go around and do all the missions, and eventually, then I move on. But, the game's great. It's got permanent death, so, now it's not if you die, it's game over, you have to start 20 hours of gameplay all over again. If you die, that survivor is dead. So if you have a specific survivor, like I still have the person from the very beginning of the game, and if he dies, he was my highest leveled up character, but if he died, then that would really hurt the group, because it's like killing Rick in The Walking Dead. That would hurt the group, If Rick died, that would suck. It would be the end of the show. It would be over. The comics would be burnt. I'd hate it, but we're hopefully never going to see that. So yeah, it really hurts you if your main guy or like somebody important dies in your group, because then you have to use the less important people. You have to, walk around with just people who aren't that leveled up yet. And you can get them leveled up before you even start playing with them by building dojos and firing ranges from the watchtower, take them out on little practice training runs. It's pretty interesting. And occasionally you have to deal with morale. When the morale gets down with certain survivors, they're going to get sad, and you have to take them out for walks or let them kill a few zombies to vent off and, feel better. And the game is great. It's the zombie game I've always wanted. I think it's a zombie game all of us have wanted, where this isn't Dead Rising, where 200 zombies can be in the frame and you can go run them all over with a car, or like hit them with a chainsaw. I mean, that's awesome, that's over the top, let's do it, but with State of Decay, 4 zombies is going to be a pain in the ass. And then they have, specific zombies too. They have big fat dudes that'll rip you in half. They got fast ones. They have screamers that have no arms and just shout and dazes you. And then they have these ones that explode, and they just release this toxic gas that drains your stamina like crazy. But overall, the game is well put together, like with the ideas and everything. Now, it's got a lot of technical issues that kind of keep it from being a perfect game, but nevertheless, it's still an amazing game. Now, let's get into the technical issues. It's got so much frame rate, specifically when you're driving. You'll be driving pretty fast, and you'll see things, and the screen just won't be able to handle it, and it'll start, skipping, lagging. It's got frame rate. It kind of gets, not really annoying, but it's noticeable. It's very noticeable. There's a lot of clipping. Not a lot, but most of the time a zombie will just go through a wall instead of use the door. He'll go through a fence instead of jumping the fence. And it gets annoying, because there's one of the big dudes, he's not allowed to go through doors, and because of clipping, he basically teleported into the room and nearly got me killed. So, it was insane. There's a lot of texture pop. So again, when you're driving, you'll see textures just pop in last second. Sometimes you'll be driving super fast, you'll see nothing in front of you, and then you'll just hit something. And then out of nowhere, like a few seconds later, oh, texture pops in, it's a bus. Just lying there on the road. You smashed into it. And I ran into a couple glitched missions of the game. Particularly later on, when you get to this bigger town, you choose to, you have to go to talk to this guy about something, and he was in the wall, and I couldn't talk to him. So what I did was exited the game and loaded back in, and then he was fine. And then I ran to another part later on where I didn't get a mission. I didn't beat the game or anything, but the game just didn't progress. And then eventually I got the mission, and I was like, oh, finally I can go beat the game. But apart from all those technical issues, it's still a fun game. The whole loot system, I've hardly even scratched the surface in this review of what you can do, so you should definitely check this game out for yourself. Danny with the Gaming Gazebo, and we're going to give State of Decay a 9 out of 10. We're going to label it as an amazing game. Now, it's not the perfect game, but it is the perfect zombie survival game. So go check it out, guys.